Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you. Hey, Paul Kennedy here, Hymn of the Week. You know this one, you sung this one hundreds of times in your life. It's Make Me a Channel of Your Peace. This song came into the world in the year of 1967, the same year I did. It was written by a South African singer, songwriter, recording artist named Sebastian Temple. And most of you probably are aware that the words to this song are an adaptation of the so-called Prayer of St. Francis. Now, we need to get this cleared up right off the bat here. I want you to sit down if you're not sitting down. I need to tell you the Prayer of St. Francis was not written by St. Francis of Assisi. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. The first known appearance of this prayer was in the year of 1912, and it appeared in a French Catholic magazine called La Clochette. La Clochette is the French word for little bell, and apparently it's also the French translation of the name of Tinkerbell, etc. Anyway, it first appeared in 1912 anonymously. It was probably written by the editor of this magazine, La Clochette. In 1916, it was translated into Italian and appeared in the Vatican's official newspaper, L'Osservatore Romano, and this seems to be the first instance where it achieved widespread circulation and popularity. Now, here's the kicker. In 1918, it would seem that a French priest, a priest of the Franciscan order, by the way, copied out the words to this prayer on the back of a prayer card. Can you guess which prayer card it might be? That's right, it was a St. Francis of Assisi prayer card. And apparently this is how the prayer came to be known as the Prayer of St. Francis. Anyway, so the prayer is really not 800 years old. It's more like 110 years old. And this fact does nothing to take away from the beauty and profundity of the words. Grant that I may seek not so much to be consoled as to console, to be loved as to love, for it is in giving that we receive. These words echo the words of Jesus in Luke chapter 6, where he says, "Forgive and you will be forgiven. Give and gifts will be given to you. For the measure with which you measure will be in return measured out to you." This is all about transformation from darkness into light, and from despair into hope, and so forth. And this goes beyond the religious realm. In the modern world, psychologists who treat depression, 12-step programs that deal with addictions have all discovered that one of the best ways to help yourself emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually is by helping others. And one more performance I want to mention. I don't know how many of you in our parish remember Father Jose Gonzalez. He was an associate pastor here in the mid-2000s, I believe. And I very clearly remember one day at Mass, Father Jose performing this song during his sermon. He would sit with a guitar, like me here, and he'd sing the first verse, "Make me a channel of your peace," and then he would sit and strum in the background and preach for a few minutes. Then he would go back and sing verse 2, "O Master, grant that I may never seek," and then preach while he strummed. It was a fascinating performance which has stayed with me all these years, and I hope that the beautiful message of this prayer will stay with you. I'm Paul Kennedy. Thanks for joining me. This has been Hymn of the Week. To be loved as to love with